It is Tuesday, December 22nd in the early afternoon. I'm going to take a look at Chipotle Mexican Grill, see if there's anything we can say about this stock technically. Obviously, a lot of problems we can see in the chart right here. E. coli problems that just keep coming back. Every time we think the company has taken care of business, we get another bit of news, which we had today, about just more problems and more customers getting sick. Frankly, I don't know why anyone would go there. I certainly wouldn't. But we're not here to talk about what I like. Let's talk about this chart and see if there's anything we can see on it. You know, coming into the problem, really not a whole lot to talk about. Choppy stock, you know, it had been strong. It kind of mellowed out here, went flat. You can see on balance, RSI really took a tumble here. That's not necessarily bad, but certainly not good. And then the big break when the first stories broke. So what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3. There's a pattern called 3 drives to a top. Perhaps there's a 3 drives to a bottom pattern where you get these waves of selling happening with big volume, as you can see, and that just really exhausts supply on this stock. I'm not saying that's the case, but it's certainly something to think about here. And if we do look, take a look, put a line here, put a horizontal line somewhere there, and take a look over here. Get rid of that. We have a gap here, so this is the top of the gap. Here's a bounce, here's a bounce, and here it is again approaching that level. Alright, when you have a stock this emotional, I don't want to use a specific hard support level because it could easily go through it. But this is a possibility. Another reason to think that perhaps the panic is just overdone here and the company just really can't let itself just go to zero. Actually, let's look at one more study here on the daily. I want to look at on balance volume. And I mean, just check this out here. Just falls to pieces. And you know, here it is before the problem. You know, it looks like it has a full range, and then all of a sudden it just panics. So I think there's another sign of selling, you know, that baby with the bathwater thing. People are just trying to get out of this thing, crowding the exit doors, and this price is just sinking probably a lot more than it should have. Now, who am I to say what should have happened, but this indicator just to me says panic. All right, let's get rid of that. We're going to take a look at the weekly now, see if there's anything else there. There's the support level, or supposed support level. Just one more thing I want to show, and I find it interesting. Just check this out. I'll draw some Fibonacci levels here from that major low up into here. You know, here it is now, right at the 50% retracement. Now, that's kind of interesting. See if I can drag this down, and instead of starting it at that correction, let's start at the bottom here. Now look where it is, right at 38.2% retracement. There's got to be something happening here where this panic has come down into this area, and some people are going to start thinking, you know something, this is just 2 bear markets in just a couple of weeks. So maybe it is probably time to speculate. I'm not recommending anything like that. I'm just saying that there are levels here that people are going to be looking at. Let's get rid of that, and just to sum up, we'll put it back in the daily. And the final thing, I want to put a moving average on it, and we'll put the 200-day on. So obviously it's way below its 200-day average, and this is kind of like a rubber band getting stretched, and it's going to snap back to some sort of mean. So I think a lot of reasons to look at this stock, including the just panic in this and blood in the streets, suggesting maybe a contrarian approach might be warranted. But again, it's not a recommendation, just something to think about.